Good morning, Padua. I'm Maria.
And I'm Keely, and on today's show you will learn about Philadelphia's annual Mummers Parade, a local milk farm,
as well as look into an indoor triathlon and Padua's second Convergence Media Day.
All of this on today's
PATV Cycle 7 show. Each year, many mummers walk through the streets of Philadelphia. Here's Caroline with the insight on the 119th Mummers Day Parade.
Happy New Year! Here in Philly, many people believe the best way to celebrate the new year is through the annual Mummers Parade.
The Mummers Parade is a celebration hosted in South Philadelphia every year on New Year's Day. It has been a tradition of many locals for years, and Mummer celebrations date back to colonial times.
I've been a mummer for 52 years.
The parade consists of various groups that march down Broad Street, dancing and singing as they are often accompanied by music. Each group incorporates different themes, and the members wear elaborate costumes to symbolize their themes. The groups compete against one another with performances that they put on in front of a panel of judges.
So you kind of dress up in crazy costumes, you just kind of parade in the street. It's a big festival.
Thousands of people participate in the parade, and even more come out each year to watch. Although there are many different parts to the parade, every mummer shares one tradition to bring them together, inspired by one of the former string bands.
Golden slippers. Every mummer wears golden slippers. We wear gold shoes. It's a tradition that's over 118 years.
The cheerful spirit of the new year rings through the city as the mummers march down Broad Street.
The noise and the festivities beat out the old and brings in the new, and it's good for good luck.
For PATV, this has been Caroline Maloney reporting.
Thanks, Caroline. Have you ever wondered what goes on behind the scenes of a milk farm? Here's Meg with the story on High Point Milk Farm.
Milk is something we all probably use or drink in our everyday life. Here at High Point Dairy Farm, they take pride and care in the milk they send out to us daily for us to enjoy.
Okay, I'm a plant manager, so I oversee everyone in here. But the basic thing, the main thing that I do is pasteurize the milk that goes into our product, into our cartons and bottles.
In order to make the milk we all love so perfect, it has to go through a series of machines such as a pasteurized silo tank, a mixing tank, and a separator tank, which separates the milk into the desired percent of fat.
I just like working with the equipment, and when things run smooth, it's a pleasure to pasteurize the milk and know that it's going to people who like to drink it.
Once the process is complete, the milk then gets packed into boxes, pushed into the refrigerator room where it gets stored until it gets packed into the truck to be sent out to us. Every day, High Point produces about 35,000 gallons of milk, including strawberry, chocolate, and classic white milk that gets delivered to stores fresh every day. For PATV, this has been Meg reporting.
Thanks, Meg. I've always wanted to know more information on indoor triathlons. Here's Summer with a look at the Delaware Charity Challenge Indoor Triathlon.
Here at the Chase Center in Wilmington, Delaware is the 4th annual Charity Challenge Winter Indoor Triathlon.
Charlie Vincent, an executive director of Spur Impact, which is a nonprofit that organizes the Delaware Charity Challenge, talks about why people should participate.
We're really focused on trying to engage young professionals and getting them involved and inspired to make an impact in their career and community.
The Winter Indoor Triathlon is a running, rowing, and biking event. Competitors will race 15 minutes on a rowing machine, 15 minutes on a treadmill, and 15 minutes on a spin bike. Triathletes can compete as an individual or a part of a team, but each member must compete in all 3 events. The furthest combined distance wins. Teams decided charities they wanted to focus on, including
Our Birthright of Wilmington, which is a crisis pregnancy center for mothers who don't have an answer and need help, and they're pregnant. So we were able to raise $3,200, I think, this year, so it was really awesome. And this is actually our gym. So we did this last year. This is our 2nd year.
This has been Summer reporting for PATV.
Thanks, Summer. On January 5th, Padua hosted Convergence Media Day for any 6th, 7th, or 8th graders. Here's Regan with the insight on Padua's second Convergence Media Day.
Last Saturday, Padua hosted their second annual Convergence Media Day. About 50 girls in 5th through 8th grade came to learn all about broadcasting, photography, graphic design, and public relations. Former Padua student Natalie Hines came back to share her experience and knowledge in the communications field.
Natalie currently serves as the social media manager at Delaware Technical Community College.
I manage all of Delaware Tech's social media channels, from Facebook to Twitter to Instagram and everything in between. So my responsibility really is to create an online presence for the college.
Natalie says the best part of her job is connecting with students. However, she says the most difficult part of her job is
social media is always changing. So one day I know everything about Instagram stories and the next day I don't. So everything is always changing, and it's really up to me to always be on top of my toes to know what's happening.
Growing up, Natalie always had a love for art and creativity. She knew that she wanted to pursue a career that had creativity at the forefront.
So when I went off to UD, I realized that communications was a really cool major. It had so many different career opportunities. So I went full force into communications and found a love for social media and marketing, and that's kind of where it led me today.
For PATV, this has been Regan reporting.
Thanks, Regan. Well, that's our show for today. Thank you for tuning in with us.
Tune in next time to stay up to date with all things Padua.